Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Kneon. I'm here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
And we're going to talk about how Disney is going to dump Onward onto Vudu and onto Disney Plus.
Yeah.
Like today.
Disney Plus is coming in 2 weeks, but they are putting it Onward on digital today, this evening.
So this is kind of shocking, but not really that shocking considering, you know, Onward's theatrical run got cut short by the thing we can't talk about,
and it didn't
by the
do
shutdown.
Spectacularly well before that anyway.
Yeah, so I want to talk about that too. I think that this is going to be the time-traveling virus that's going to go back in time, and it's going to take the blame for every failure that Hollywood produces, every failure that publishers...
They're already doing it here. Look. I'm glad it's coming to come right home. However, I'm sad that the movie never got its chance of a good run at the theaters. Like any other movie that underperforms, it was significantly affected by the thing we can't talk about. Yes and no. And and they're trying to blame Birds of Prey on it. Birds of Prey was never supposed to open in China. This one was, but even then, they weren't doing that great, guys.
No, so there we go, guys. It's going to be used to excuse away every failure. But again, look, this is unprecedented. The studios have to generate money. The theaters are closed. They're talking AMC. I got a letter from AMC because we're a Stubbs member. They said they expect to be closed for at least 6 to 12 weeks. Mm-hmm. At least 6 to 12 weeks. That means Hollywood can't put any movies out there for at least a couple of months. So I think you're going to see a lot of major releases get dropped on the digital just so they can make some revenue.
Yeah. And this one, I mean, it's easy to hide that it wasn't doing well in the theaters. I mean, you could, and to be fair, you can't argue it's because we can't talk about because people were afraid to go to the theaters and it wasn't releasing overseas. But compared to other movies that released here that didn't release overseas, it didn't do like, you know, hot damn great, you know?
Yeah, it was actually, I think, Pixar's adjusted for inflation, it was Pixar's lowest opening. Mm-hmm. And that was before, you know, again, before the shutdown. But it also, and some people who saw the movie said it was actually pretty good, you know, and I'll give them that. But I just, to me personally, it didn't look like a Pixar movie. I was like, this looks like a DreamWorks thing, or this looks like an Illumination thing. It doesn't look very Pixar. It didn't look very appealing. And now it's basically being dumped onto digital, which, why are people gonna buy it on Vudu if you can wait 2 weeks and get it on Disney Plus?
I know. I thought that was odd, but I have some logic behind this. I'm thinking of. Oh, there's my blog, piratesandprincesses.net. My logic behind it is a couple of things here. One, yeah, I was like that too at first. I was like, why would you just release it on digital and then 2 weeks later put it on Disney Plus? But here's a couple things. We already know that we've mentioned that Disney Plus is flatlining. Yeah. And they aren't doing that well. So by putting this on Disney Plus, they can probably up those subscriptions. And then it's clever too because they're making it, people are having jobs right now and they don't have the money. So they put it on Disney Plus. They might figure, well, people will pay the $7.99 monthly subscription for Disney Plus. They might not pay the $20, to buy the movie. So this way they could get more subscribers and they could make their image better. People are like, oh, look, Disney's helping us. They're reaching out and giving us something to watch. It's keeping Disney in top of mind. There's a lot of reasons why it makes sense from a marketing perspective. Yeah,
and look, this movie was going to be a bust anyway. It didn't do that well in the theaters, and now it's like whatever, second run it was going to get in dollar theaters, that's not going to happen. So this is really the only way Disney can make money off of this movie.
They keep talking about how Disney Plus is flatlined, and it's been brought up numerous times, and by doing this, it might increase that.
Well, speaking of Disney Plus flatlining, I'm going to talk about that a little bit in this video too, just to kind of show where Disney's at and why they probably made this decision. They're delaying the launch in India because of that thing we can't talk about, and that was going to be a huge market for them.
Yeah, it is.
So Disney Plus, again, a lot of people were like, wow, they did really well at the beginning. Yeah, it was very, very front-loaded. Pretty much everybody who wanted Disney Plus
that was in North
Disney
America,
Plus.
And like, where else did it release? It was North America. It was like Norway or something. It was
Norway,
and then it was, I forget. Where was the other place?
I don't remember.
But it was a lot. They've been rolling out to other countries as it's been going.
Yeah, but they're even cutting that short now because of the thing. So even Disney Plus isn't going to save them. We're going to talk about this, but yeah, so it is today at 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific. You can watch Onward. I don't know if that girl with the van, if she gets royalties.
I don't know. That disappeared.
That went down the memory hole, just like a lot of things with Disney, right? But here's the official statement.
Yeah, they said, while we're looking forward to audiences enjoying our film on the big screen again soon, so it sounds like they're going to put it back in the theater, given the current circumstances, we are pleased to release this fun, adventurous film to digital platforms early for audiences to enjoy from the comfort of their homes. But it reads like they plan on putting it back in the theaters.
who's going to go see it if it's already been on Disney Plus?
Well, not just that. When the theaters open again, everybody and their brother who's delayed movie openings are going to have to find a new slot. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's the thing too. Like, we don't know what's going to happen, because if the theaters, and again, AMC already said they're going to be shut 6 to 12 weeks. So that means every movie that was supposed to come out this spring is going to get pushed back into summer or fall, which means everything's going to get pushed back. I mean, you're talking about these companies, especially like Disney, they announce their releases years ahead of time.
Yep.
And all of this is up in the air now because of it. People are wondering about Black Widow. They're like, it's gonna impact the whole Marvel slate now. Well, obviously they shut down production on a lot of stuff, but if they have to push back Black Widow, then that means they have to push everything else back too.
Well, they've already delayed Milan.
Yeah.
So, there's a bunch of other movies they've delayed already. Where are they going to go?
I think with Mulan, I think they probably will wait for a theatrical release. Just a personal opinion, I don't know, because it was a very expensive movie.
Will they, though? I mean, because they've gotten so much backlash over it, and they can bury its failure much easier.
That's true.
In releasing it on digital for like a month and then putting it on Disney Plus or something. Or even just digital for a month until they release it in the theaters, and then they can say, oh, people already bought it digitally, so they didn't come to the theater.
That is true. I could totally see them doing that. So this thing, like I said, this situation is going to be used as an excuse for everything. It's going to travel back in time, okay, and it's going to create issues 2 or 3 months ago.
It's going to explain issues.
It's going to explain issues.
Like I said, they're already trying to blame Birds of Prey on it.
Right, and then they're also going to use the opportunity, I think, and this is the scarier thing, to get rid of people, get rid of divisions, close up shop and not reopen.
100% they'll do that. They're already trying to sell off some of the things that Disney has acquired with Fox that they were holding on to, but now suddenly they're trying to unload to make up some money, which who's going to buy it right now?
Yeah, so we can talk about that here real quick. I kind of was going to roll this into it. Disney's credit score has dropped, obviously because all the parks are closed. And you've been following this on the blog.
Yes.
It does not look like they're going to open anytime soon. We've talked about it, but now there's even more indications. Last night, I guess the Magic Bands, they suspended selling Magic Bands on the...
It wasn't last night. It's been a day or two. But
That's been a day or two?
Yeah, it's not... That wasn't new. I just didn't put it on the blog. But yeah, I knew about it.
So if they're going to open the parks like next week or the week after...
Why would they do that? They're not going to. I don't care who's, like little put fingers in their cheeks. He's sunshine, kittens, Disney pixie dust. It's going to open when Disney says, because we're only going to go by what Disney says. No, guys, everybody, well, almost everybody, all the people who matter and who know what they're talking about are saying the same thing, which is, it is not going to open by April 1st. And when it does open, I fully expect it's not open. Like, hey, guess what? It's all open. It's going to be rolled out in like small areas. There, I was hearing on WDW Magic, which is a great site to visit, guys, because they have a lot of insiders on there, that they're talking that they might roll it out, like some things will be open, some things will not. Restaurants might be half capacity initially to try to keep people separated enough that we, when they get permission to open, they aren't spreading anything. There's a bunch of different things that are going to happen. It's not going to just be bam, everything's open, fireworks, balloons.
Yeah, I'm still saying that they're going to hold off on Epcot longer than...
I still think you're right about that.
Because they let everybody go. And, well, they just let everybody go at Cirque du Soleil.
So Cirque du Soleil just announced they laid off 95% of their employees. The ones that are left are the ones that are keeping basic operations going.
Yeah.
But they laid off all their acrobats and all that are laid off indefinitely because they couldn't do shows. And that means the Drawn to Life show that was supposed to premiere today at Disney Springs, they don't know when the hell that'll be coming out, because they don't know when they're going to be calling people back, and then they're going to have to retrain people and go through everything again. So who knows when we'll be getting that again.
Yeah, I mean, this is pretty bad. They've actually downgraded Disney's credit. We said before, like, look, Disney wasn't in the greatest shape. People were like, wow, Disney's this huge entertainment behemoth. Yeah, but they also had a lot of debt. They had a lot of debt.
But they downgraded their credit, but they said they fully believe that they're going to come back.
Oh, I think
eventually.
They will.
I think they will too. It's just going to take, it's not going to be like, oh, they'll be back by the end of the year. I don't think so.
No, I don't think so either. I think it's going to take a couple of years for them to rebound. And I think they are going to take this opportunity to start pruning back divisions. Again, I think it was an banner ad company or something, ad tech company they were trying to sell. They were holding on to it. Now it's like fire sale. Let's sell these companies off. I would not be surprised. Again, I don't know 100% sure what's going to happen, but I would not be surprised if Marvel Comics got gone.
It wouldn't surprise me either.
As a comic book publisher, if they're letting people go, they've been there for years.
They're making decisions like naming characters Snowflake and Safe Space. What do they expect?
Yeah. And then, I have to wonder if Marvel doesn't know it's coming. And it's like, let's just do this at the very end just to stick it to people.
This reminds me, you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of Ghost Stories.
Yeah, it does. ADV. For those of you who aren't familiar, Ghost Stories is an anime. It was put out here in the U.S. by ADV Films. I think it was one of, if not the last thing they put out. And at that point, they just didn't care anymore. So they were just kind of...
They were letting it fly. And even the voice actors were making stuff up. And one of the voice actors making up stuff was Monica Rial. But anyway...
Oh, really? Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Sure.
She said that, yeah.
So I'm like, they just let it fly because they're like, well, you know what? They said we could do whatever we wanted. There were some guidelines that as long as they didn't, I forget what it was off the top of my head, they weren't allowed to do one thing. And they didn't. So they just let it fly. And that's what it reminds me of. Hey, we're going to close down anyway. So let's just go ahead and do Snowflake and Safe Space. You know, it otherwise doesn't make sense unless they were sniffing internet gas. I don't understand why they thought this was a good idea.
Well, Wolverine and Cyclops are supposedly a thing now on the moon.
Well, with Jean Grey.
With Jean Grey. So this sounds like it's just like, this is like the end of Marvel. This is how Marvel ends.
So it's a lunar orgy?
I think so.
Okay.
I think so. I don't know. I haven't checked out any of the new X-Men books, but it sounds pretty bad.
Why? Okay.
Why? Don't ask why. Don't ask why. Anyway.
I give up. Go ahead.
Anyway, if you guys want to watch Onward, it's going to be available tonight. You can just wait 2 weeks and watch it on Disney Plus. I think most people probably just wait 2 weeks.
They're going to probably wait 2 weeks, yeah.
But it is going to be interesting to see how Disney handles this. And again, other studios are doing it too. Universal's doing it with Trolls. They're bringing Trolls out early. I think we'll see a lot of this. Some of them, though, Birds of Prey, $40.
But they're bringing them out to rent.
Yeah. All right, guys, so if you're so inclined, check it out, I guess. I think a lot of people probably wait for Disney Plus.
Probably.
Why pay extra for it? But I don't know. Maybe we will see Black Widow.
Well, if we see that one, I'm assuming it would be a rental, or I think this one might be to buy.
They're not really clear. They're just like, hey, we're dropping it. We're dropping it.
I think it probably is because they're putting on Disney Plus.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. All right, guys, so we're going to wrap this one up.
Yep.
Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants. We'll talk later.
Bye.
Hey guys, thanks for watching Clownfish TV. Please consider supporting the channel. Go to clownfishsupport.com. That's clownfishsupport.com. And if you want to join our community, go to clownfishtalk.com. That's clownfishtalk.com. Please subscribe, ring the bell for notifications. We will talk to you next time.